Former Labour MP Dennis MacShane has been jailed for 6 months for expenses fraud after admitting to faking receipts amounting to nearly £13,000. The former Europe minister muttered "Quel surpris" as he was taken away from the dock, flanked by security guards. He's the 5th MP to be handed a prison sentence following the 2009 expenses scandal. Katie Razzle was at the Old Bailey. Her warning: her report contains flash photography from the start.
Dennis MacShane knew he might not leave court the way he went in, and an associate wheeled his bag in preparation for a prison sentence.
Very good conversation with the Prime Minister.
It's a long way from his days as Europe Minister in Tony Blair's government. His first false expense claims date from then. In all, Mr MacShane used 19 fake receipts to claim £12,900 of taxpayers' money over 3 years. Today, the judge sentenced him to 6 months in jail for false accounting, a charge to which he'd already pleaded guilty.
Dennis MacShane nodded in agreement in the dock as the judge told him, in your case, you have no one to blame but yourself. The disgraced former MP didn't actually make a personal profit from the false claims, using them instead to recoup expenses he genuinely incurred. But the judge told him his dishonesty was considerable and he must serve time for it.
He went on.
However chaotic your general paperwork was, there was deliberate, oft-repeated and prolonged dishonesty over a period of years, involving a flagrant breach of trust and consequent damage to Parliament, with correspondingly reduced confidence in our priceless democratic system.
Mr MacShane routinely forged receipts, and it's good that justice has finally been done, although I think people will be astounded that it's taken 4.5 years for this case to be brought to a conclusion.
4 MPs and 2 members of the House of Lords have previously been jailed in the expenses scandal. They made wholly false claims, the judge said today. Accepting Mr MacShane's case was different. His claims were fraudulent, but the expenses real.
Dennis MacShane.
He told the man who won Rotherham in a by-election in 1994 the 6-month sentence took into account the period of public humiliation he'd already endured and his previous good character. Mr Justice Sweeney is the same judge who sentenced Vicky Pryce and her ex-husband, the former MP Chris Huhne, for perverting the course of justice over speeding points. Ironically, Vicky Pryce is now understood to be in a relationship with Mr MacShane. In the last 15 years, 16 British politicians have gone to jail, the highest number by Channel 4 News' reckoning since the 17th century. So does the first of them, Jonathan Aitken, convicted of perjury in 1999, have a view on why?
The general decline in moral standards of the entire public and country are just simply being reflected in Parliament. I think if we were honest about it, there are many people in business, in the media, and other walks of life who have fudged or fiddled their expenses. But the law doesn't come down on them with the same severity.
MPs must act with probity, said the judge. Dennis MacShane will spend at least the next 3 months in jail.